Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna test out a myth or a fact about guitar sustain and whether it changes when you upgrade the tremolo blocks on your Strats to steel. For this testing I'm gonna use one of our custom guitars that I did as a tribute to Jimi Hendrix. It's based on one of his favorite black Strats he was photographed with here. The guitar started out as a Squier standard black Strat that looks pretty similar to his favorite, only with a rosewood fretboard. I did a custom paint job on the pickguard with this iconic Hendrix image. Then I changed the pickups to these amazing hand-wound gray bottom Q pickups from Croatia that use a combination of Alnico 2s and Alnico 5s for a well-balanced vintage Strat tone. I also replaced all the electronics with genuine Fender pots, output jack and switch, and put in an orange drop tone capacitor. I also stained the neck for that vintage look and replaced the string tree with a Fender one. If you want to know more about this guitar, there's an article on our website. There's a link in the description. The only low quality part that's left is this cheap pot metal tremolo block that weighs only 140 grams. As you may already know or not, Squier casts these out of pot metal to keep the cost down. We're going to replace it with a steel block that we fabricated right here in our custom shop. It has a higher mass of 220 grams and is machined on a CNC machine from high quality steel. We're gonna test out the sustain of the guitar before and after the tremolo block replacement. For this, I'll plug the guitar directly into my Focusrite interface with no additional effects, no compression or EQing, just straight into my DAW for a fair before and after results. To keep it completely fair, I'm gonna sacrifice a brand new set of Ernie Ball strings before and after the replacement, and we'll measure the gain of the signal and the sustain trail in the seconds after you pluck the guitar. I want to thank my patrons for your contributions that make these kind of videos possible. So we're starting off with a string change. Okay, so let's get to recording a simple E minor chord before the replacement. Also, here's just a single E string. And a high E string. And now we're moving on to the replacement. Here's the cheap original tremolo block. And here's our steel tremolo block. So we'll record the same thing again, the E minor chord, and the individual strings. So now the moment we've all been waiting for, let's analyze the results. Okay, so here you can see the before and after signal. I would recommend that you use headphones for this. You can hear the before signal on your left and the after signal on your right. So right here, this is where we're looking at the decibel level. As you see, they are the same loudness. So what we're looking at here is this trail, the amount of sustain, and how long the note lasts. First, let's see how long this E minor chord will ring out with the stock pot metal tremolo block and how long it rings with the steel block. You can monitor the meters right here and also down here in the mixer. So as we look down here in the mixer, the before signal dies out at around 10 seconds, while the signal with the steel block dies out at around 20 seconds. So if we take a look at the beginning, you can hear the both signals are the same level. Now after only 1 second, you can already start to see the difference. With the steel tremolo block, we are now at minus 8 dB, while before the replacement, it already dropped to minus 12.5. Only 2 seconds after the signal, you can see the difference is even larger now, about 6 dB. Okay, let's go on. 4 seconds after, now the difference is beginning to grow. With the steel block, we are at minus 19. Without the steel block, it's already at minus 26.5. Okay, so now that your note is 5 seconds long, the difference is now 9 decibels. So what does this mean? It means that when you play a long note after 5 seconds, you would still be at minus 21 with the steel block, but you would be at minus 30 without it. Okay, so now you can see after 8 seconds, the difference is 10 decibels. Now 10 dBs really is a big deal. And let's take a look at a 10-second mark. Again, we can see the difference is now over 11 dBs. Now I doubt you will ever play a note that is longer than 10 seconds, so we're gonna stop here. Now let's take a listen to the individual notes. So as you can see right here, they are both recorded at the same level. Now if we take a look what happens after 1 second, we can see that with the steel block, it is about 2 dBs louder. After 2 seconds, we are still louder. After 4 seconds, we have a difference of about 3 dB. Now let's take a listen to the high E string. Again, they are recorded at the same level. After 1 second, again, we have a decibel and a half difference. After 3 seconds, the difference is 4 dBs. And after 8 seconds, the difference is still about 4 dBs. So the difference is significantly smaller with the higher frequencies. So what does all this mean? I mean, I doubt that there's a song where you would play notes that are 10 seconds long, right? So this difference of 10 dBs, you're probably not going to hear that often. But this right here, between 1 and 2 seconds, this is the part that you're going to feel the most. If you play any kind of slower melody, this is where the sustain will really kick in. It will mean that your playing will sound smoother. So all I can say is wow. To be honest, when I heard about this first, I thought it was a myth, just snake oil, just like the whole tone wood debate, which was proved wrong by other YouTubers many times. I honestly didn't expect any improvement to the sustain, or if there was an improvement, that it would be a small one, but this is beyond all expectations. The sustain is now about 10 seconds longer, and the difference in loudness as the seconds pass is about 10 dBs. This makes clean playing a lot smoother, similar to using a compressor sustainer pedal. The conclusion, this is not snake oil or myth, this is a fact. I'm doing the same on my other 2 Squier Strats, and I'm really enjoying the difference, feeling inspired to play them more. I want to hear your thoughts about this, let me know in the comments, and I would also like to hear any suggestions you might have for similar videos. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and you can also join our community on our Patreon page so we can hang out some more. Alright, thanks for watching till the end. As always, links to tabs for all the riffs and other goodies are down in the description. Please hit the subscribe button, it's totally free for you and it helps me too. Hit the bell for notifications, and if you like my videos, hit that like button for the algorithm. If you don't, make sure to hit that dislike button twice. Special thanks to all my patrons, and I'll see you in the next one.